Alright, welcome back to another episode of Don't Be Shy Podcast. I'm your host, Courtney K. Also got my homie Tony, Inky, whatever you want to call him.
Tony Tattoos.
Lane. And I brought my other homie in, James Young.
It is
James, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
You
I'm
feeling
doing
good, bud?
fantastic. I'm doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
Triple T and Courtney, what's going on?
What's good?
Y'all feel Triple T me? Come on, man. Juneteenth was just 2 days ago. Y'all can't
Oh
wait.
shit!
Yeah,
I ain't
we all
surrounded
right.
now.
You had your day. Keep it going.
Oh, because 4th of July comes up now. Okay.
But that's one that you can celebrate too, so it's
Fuck
all
that,
right.
baby. I'm just playing, y'all.
So what do you want to dive into?
There's plenty I want to dive into today, but let's see now.
What's at the tip of the noggin?
At the tip of the noggin today is like relationships and friendships. Can guys and girls be in a platonic relationship? And how long if they can?
I almost spit out my drink.
There with that one.
I mean, y'all takes. I mean, I know I got a long take.
I know. I'm waiting to feed off what you're gonna say.
We'll get to mine later on. Everybody knows my long ass take.
I feel like it's rare. I feel like it's possible, but it's rare. And then it's also the standpoint of women always think that they have just a regular ass guy friend, but 9 times out of 10, there's always something in there. They if given the opportunity, 9 times out of 10, a guy typically will go. But there is that rare occasion where it's like a lot of guys they do have restraint. It's like that really is just little sis.
But my thing is always the guy that want to crack. Or was it the girls?
No, but I feel like seldomly when it comes to friendships, it's more typical. At least it's more typical that a guy is willing to admit that or gets caught in that situation. To where a woman will disguise it typically, never say anything about it, but if it happens, it happens. But really, that's where her thoughts are at.
That sounds like to me she still want to crack too.
But that's what I'm saying. But how often do you hear a woman actually admit to that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's more natural for a guy to have that bold statement of like, yeah, I would hit if I got the opportunity. But a woman, they're not going to admit to that.
Have you cracked one of your best friends?
No.
What about you? Or would you have any
I
best
never
friend?
really had a girl as like a close friend besides Shayna.
But you all cracked all your girls that were friends.
There was.
So you cracked every last one of your girls' best friends.
They were girlfriends though. Like, you got me bumbling with shit.
Like girlfriend, or just like
you're
girlfriend?
nervous? What's up? Why you
Well,
playing
I'm trying to figure out how to play this one right here. No,
Buy
I
yourself
never.
some time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, next question. No, I never had a girl that was like a close friend with me. Besides Shayna, and we never. Other than that,
I feel like you had some close girlfriends. You just cracked them, and then they didn't become close anymore.
maybe.
That's your fault.
I mean, that was more like but we knew we liked each other.
Okay.
I didn't really have a girl that wanted to just be a friend.
See, when you get a girl best friend, I'm gonna tell you, dude,
Uh-oh.
they
Here it
automatically,
comes. Don't get emotional.
I'm not
We're here for it.
But what I'm trying to say is,
Need a pillow?
no, what I'm trying to
Your
say
shoulders?
is, a girl best friend, they want everything they can get out of a man. Like, they want all the boyfriend qualities, but they just want to stay your best friend. And if you're not doing that, then they getting mad and upset. And then they gonna compare you to another nigga, and you just like, I don't give a fuck about this nigga. I'm not trying to get with you.
Well, last night we were talking, right? I did some research on that, and then they say that men look at a friendship different than women, though. So that's where a lot of the confusion comes up, because if there's no boundaries.
Look, everybody in here know I had a long ass friendship.
Yeah, we know.
It was long. And it's long. But I don't care. But at the same time, that shit did. It fucked me up, but
Well, yeah.
I got over it. I feel like I couldn't have grown if we didn't split apart. I don't feel like I would have grown as much as I did.
Yeah, and you gain boundaries off that now. You know what
I
you
mean,
what,
yeah, I
you, what
gained
you do
boundaries
and what
for
you
sure.
want.
I won't do it again though. I can't.
No.
Hell no. I don't want to do that shit again.
Yeah, they say only it's doable, but it's a small percentage.
It ain't the fact that I want to do it. I still want to waste that much amount of time for nothing.
Well, no, I'm saying like actually being in a platonic friendship with the opposite sex can.
Platonic
like-
friendships are fun though.
Well, here, hold on.
Platonic.
Let's hold on one second. So, did you go into this friendship with knowing that, like, okay, you know what I'm saying, like, I definitely want more than a friendship out of this? Or did
Not in
it
the beginning.
Right.
No, not
So
in
it
the
grew
beginning.
into that, And
Yeah.
somewhere along the lines, either you didn't have the push to, you know what I'm saying, take that step forward, or you didn't feel comfortable.
I don't know if I ever wanted to make the push, but I just kind of wanted to be known so I could just get it off of my chest.
But then you see what happened when you got it off your chest.
I mean, that's fine though. And I felt better about myself though now. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel better as a person. You see what
I
I'm
think
saying?
y'all on two different pages at the wrong one.
Yeah,
Like,
and then like when stuff happen like that, then it get a little toxic. So you gotta people just grow apart, and that's okay. You see what I'm saying? But I had rather tell the truth and get it off my chest and let it be, than to hold that shit in forever, and then not like how I feel. So I just let it go, and then now I like how I feel. I've been much happier ever since.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
also time to process it and deal
It's
with
pretty noble of you. Pretty noble of you.
I thought y'all was gonna double team me. Y'all give me double compliments?
it. Oh yeah, we're gonna.
You want me to take it back?
No, don't take it back.
Take that.
I feel good about that, so it's all good with that. But I also feel like on top of everything, stuff these days when it comes to men and women are just so expendable. Like it's just
It's toxic social media.
you think it's just social
Yeah.
media?
I mean,
Well-
so these types of behaviors are taught, and
Yeah.
that goes for men and women.
True.
These types of behaviors are taught, and I feel like the values and appreciations have, on a lot of times, have completely changed to where before
Mm-hmm.
women were all about like, no, I need to do what I need to do to keep my man happy, satisfied. I want to make sure that we continue the relationship, happy
Right.
at home.
Mhm.
And now it's like, as soon as they get pissed off, oh, I can do this shit without you. I don't need you. This, that, and the other. I can
Right.
be better. And I'm looking at it like, why the fuck you don't want to just do that with me? You can be better with me. Why you gotta be better without me?
That's a great ass fucking answer.
But
That's such a fucking
then
great answer.
you talk to your guys. The guys are like, man, like, nah, dude, keep your family intact. Go try to make things better with your girl.
Right.
Things like that.
Right.
But a lot of times women are like, they're typically so. So here's where I'm at with this.
I like this.
Here's where I'm at
I
with
like
this.
where it's going.
I feel like if you don't have the right morals and standards and actually trying to figure shit out,
Yeah.
you're going to seek validation from the wrong people. And it's
Right.
very important
Mm-hmm.
for you to seek counsel from people who have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Not just somebody that wants you to suffer with them, because that's the problem. Is a lot of people talk to bitter people because they just want the acknowledgement and the validation of, no, you're right. He's an asshole. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can do better by yourself. And it's the same female that's already in the position that she's talking you into. She's single, maybe has kids, whatever the case may be, only in the relationship for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And now they telling you, oh yeah, it's fun to go out and this person did this and they made me feel like this. But look, the way it's supposed to go is, men
Mm-hmm.
are hardwired
Yeah.
to want variety. Women are hardwired, supposed to be for loyalty.
I think it's kind of opposite.
Now it is. And that's what I'm saying. Is like a lot of women, like the value used to be back in the day to where it was like you wanted to find someone to take you serious and put a ring on it.
Right.
Now they have so many masculine traits a lot of the time. They just want to conquer men. When really it's supposed to be the man conquering women. Like you don't get no kudos for fucking somebody.
Right.
Let's face it, the unattractive
You know what's
big girl
funny
in the
about
back
that,
of the
though?
corner could fuck somebody at the end of the night if she wants to.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny about that? Women do think if they fuck a nigga famous, they brag about that shit. Like niggas care. Niggas don't care about that shit. Like I don't give a fuck who you fuck famous, who you was with, or what you was doing. I know so many bitches that have been like, yeah, I done fucked this dude. I'm just like, why are you telling me? I don't give a fuck about this nigga.
Well, there's different reasons. So I read a book.
Nigga, you going around bragging about who you cracked?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I guess in the comments.
But it's different
Fuck
between
that.
women
If I
and
get
men.
somebody famous, I'm bragging.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. If I
No,
get somebody
bragging.
famous, I ain't saying shit. So I can fuck the bitch
Lies.
again.
Lies.
If I say something, I might not be able to hit it again.
Look,
Yeah,
I
but
think you gotta be
there's
smart.
different reasons behind it. Like we're simple. We don't really sleep with somebody really off emotion or off this or off that. We're kind of simple as men, right?
yeah.
Women have 100 different reasons why, and it's
Wow.
some of it could be they validate it through that, and that's just their psyche. That's just how they're wired.
I mean, that's cool.
It is. I read a book. It's called a 100 Reasons Why Women Have Sex, right? And it went through a whole
You read
bunch
a
of
book
shit. Yeah.
about that's a real book?
Yeah.
He listened to the audio. Cut it out.
I was in the
Yeah.
joint, so I was reading that.
You actually read it?
Yeah, I read that and Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And I'm telling you,
I
that
heard
shit
about
puts
that
you
one.
on game. It really does. It lets you understand the
But you
psyche.
still single? Fuck them books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just playing.
Single for now, because I'm still trying to build myself though.
Well, not to mention the fact it gives you
I'm
a
just
sight
saying,
of
bro.
understanding to really see what you want and the qualities
Yeah.
that you want to actually bring into your life now. But that's what happens when you go through a lot of shit in life. And
Yeah.
you start figuring out what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. And
Tony,
a
what
lot
you
of
looking
times-
for in a girl? If you had to get one right now, if you had your perfect
Oh, this
deal.
podcast gonna go viral.
If you had your perfect, let the ladies know, if you had your perfect bill, what would it be? I'm gonna ask you.
Communication.
Communication?
Communication.
Ah.
Not that
What do you think
around. No, don't.
It's okay.
dance
I'm
around it.
about to blow his mind with this.
Wait, go ahead, keep going, finish though. You ain't done
Oh
yet.
no,
Is it just
because
communication?
so communication is big. Like I need to know for real what's going on. Don't make me sit here and play a game with you and guess, right? Men were simple. I'll tell you how I feel.
Mhm.
Now, some women, I'm not gonna say all, but they speak in codes. They might say one thing but mean another.
Yeah.
And I learned that through them books, and also dealing with in relationships.
So you
And-
want transparency.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
like
much.
that better.
That and loyalty, like,
I like
someone I
that
can
too.
build with,
Right.
like not just a girl with my friend, my homie. Like I can sit
Right.
back, kick it with,
Mhm.
just simple shit, really
Mm-hmm.
shit that is fucking kind of hard to find.
Mhm.
Because either A, they got a wall up from a past fucking relationship that now I got to try to put the pieces
Trauma.
together, and then that's a bitch. And
Trauma.
by the time I fucking am
Yeah.
like. I'm done in being invested in it. Been playing too many games, so now I don't care.
Right.
And now they go into another one with more bullshit. And then I have to deal with, on my end, other bullshit that's going on with them.
Right.
So, I just lost my train of fucking thought. But,
Dyslexia.
yeah, I'm tired. ADHD went from here to here to here to here, and all at once
I
I've
feel you.
seen 17 different things. But,
Yeah.
what was I talking about?
Every woman's gonna come with some type of past trauma or
Transparency.
whatever.
Yeah.
But so everyone's gonna come with some type of trauma, but you gotta find a balance because
You definitely do.
their triggers and traumas are meant for them to deal with. But a lot of times, if you give them the security
Right.
and the confidence, then a lot of that shit doesn't exist. I've been learning so much lately about like relationships and shit, and I found out that I was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, like I wasn't a horrible person, but
Yeah.
the amount of difference I could have made by the knowledge that I have now. I mean,
Right.
like they say, well, if I knew what I knew then I wouldn't be where I am now.
Right.
And it's one of those things. But you
This is
know,
true.
but since you lost your train of thought, back to that communication thing.
Oh yeah, and the transparency. I was also thinking I need somebody to inspire me too.
Inspiration is very huge.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
with what I'm doing with
if you got a girl that's building up your confidence, well, you
yeah,
can do
like,
anything.
be there. Like
Anything.
it's really not difficult,
Yeah.
but
Just stick up your
it's
chest. No,
especially
that's
at our
good.
age too. I think because you deal with more relationships through the years, it either is going to build up your boundaries and what you know, or it's going to
Yeah.
build up past experiences that taint the way you view things.
Are your
now.
boundaries up high?
They're high enough because I'm in sobriety, so I got to keep certain things up there now. Like I know
Yeah.
what I will and won't fucking deal with for my own self, because I know where I'll go with some shit. You know what I mean?
Do you give a fuck less? Or you do?
I give more of a fuck. I give a fuck now.
So you the
Before I didn't give a fuck.
You're the opposite of me when it comes to.
But see, I
just
also-
don't give a fuck.
Our life, like, yeah, we've been best friends 36 years, but mine went to the fucking toilet. You know what I mean? So
Triggers are different, especially
Yeah.
when you've been from
Yeah.
hell and back. Then you realize like certain things that'll set you up. Like for instance, like when I'm in a messed up situation, I won't drink at all because I know
That's
that
smart.
I know that I'll use that as a logical way to be like, well, it's okay to punch him in the face because you're drunk and you're mad, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's really
I've
not
had some-
because now I'm gonna lose everything.
I've
Yeah.
had some times where the drunkenness has fucked me up. Yeah, I've had some times like that.
yeah, it absolutely can, because you're not in your right mind.
It's alright though. I mean, it still don't make it right though. You still gotta take
No,
accountability
I'm
for
definitely
yourself.
not. Yeah. But
It's
see, like
all
he
good.
said, he thought about it because he's got more to lose. You start building.
Well, you gotta trust on certain things, but
Yeah, I don't trust myself at that point in time. Like I said, I'll use that as an excuse to go do something dumb, knowing that
do you trust women?
I trust my mom.
So very good answer.
No, I mean, you know, everybody has a certain amount of
Uh-huh.
trust that you can put in them.
Mhm.
Everybody. You know what I mean? Even people who you feel like have lost your trust, there's still something there that you know that you could trust them with, because if not,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
So I mean, I trust women to a certain extent. You know, everybody gets held at a distance until you earn those steps up to actually be fully let in.
That's the problem with letting them in.
But there's also a
Yeah.
chance that people need to take, and I think a lot of people block that off.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I agree with that. But you know, and that's the thing is, I'm not saying let them in to see your whole entire house. Let them in to see your living room.
Yeah.
Don't let them in and then you show them the code to your safe. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
See what happened to Drake in that
there's
video.
levels to this
That
shit.
boat up.
Yeah, there is.
I'm just playing. I get that. Y'all right. Unconditional love or conditional emotions? Who do you
Unconditional love.
think men and women have?
This is gonna get sticky.
Yeah.
I believe women love conditionally and men
I do
live
too.
unconditionally.
I do too.
And the way that I'll support that is because a lot of what men try to use as a valid point of, you know what I'm saying, look, I do this because I love you, you know what I'm saying, I work, I provide financially, this,
Right.
and they're valid points, but they're not looked at valid from women, but that's because men and women love differently.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
They love differently, but
Yeah.
like the bottom line is, a man really typically doesn't care about a woman's career, doesn't care about her financial income, doesn't care about
That's a very
a lot of different things. So it's like at the end of the day, we can build together,
Yeah.
It's always about building together,
Yeah.
for sure.
and it's great if you got some type of background or whatever. But we're not going to colleges to pick up college professors. You know what I
No.
mean? Like we see. I am a visual person, so first thing I'm gonna do is it attractive or not?
Well, yeah,
Of course.
yeah, absolutely.
You know, but beyond that, it's kind of like we don't ask like, oh, how much do you make a year? What kind of job do you have? We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't be like, your shoes and your outfit came from Shein, so I'm not fucking with you. But a woman will discriminate against a man like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, I feel like men love
Are we even
unconditional.
allowed to discriminate against women like that?
We can, we just won't get nowhere with it.
Yeah, we
And
don't.
we'll be misogynistic and,
Yeah.
and everything, womenizers and things of that nature. But it's like, it's one of those things like, it's always going to be a double standard. Men are always going to hold some type of different value
Yeah.
and level to something to where
Right.
all the weight and bullshit gets put on them.
Right.
And, you know, there's a big value that, you know what I'm saying, weight that gets put on a woman too. It's just completely different from a man.
I can honestly believe that.
Yeah, yeah, I like what you're saying. You definitely got me thinking about everything you're talking about.
What do you think,
I
Tony?
like your views. Now, I'm listening to him.
But do you have an opinion
I
about
mean,
it?
no, I agree with him. I agree. It could also go back and forth. I think we love easily. Like, it's not as complicated, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I know for me, when I'm into a female, it's like simple. Like, I don't, like you said, like,
Because we find value in the smaller things.
yeah,
that, you know,
yeah.
it's like,
that's the shit I look at. Like,
You know?
stupid little shit.
you say bye before I leave. You hug
Yeah.
me when I come in the door. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
text me in the middle of the day, like, how's your day going? Like, those are the type of things where I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
this shit likes me. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think she like me.
Yeah, because
What?
we'll also do those type of things because that's the shit we like too.
mm-hmm.
So we'll mirror that or reflect it actually.
Reciprocate it.
Like, yeah, like I'll do that if I'm into something like text.
You still like them type of things?
Huh?
You still like
Yeah.
that stuff? You still like that stuff?
I didn't say it for no reason.
Yeah, I like it.
I was just wondering.
Shit that I like. If I'm talking to somebody, they ask what I like and what I don't like, I'll be like, what I like and don't like with the female. Like if I'm getting to know one,
Yeah.
I'll be like, shit that I don't expect. Do shit I'm not expecting. I shouldn't do things that's gonna catch my eye because that's making me think that you're thinking about me.
Mhm.
Right? So you're going
Yeah.
out of your way to do things. So I'll go clean the fuck out of my way for a female.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
And when they do that, that shows me something like, hey, I didn't expect that.
Right.
Little
Well,
thing,
well,
little stupid shit.
It shows effort.
Yeah,
When I like a girl, I don't have a don't like until they give me one.
that's true.
Because they always seem to give me one.
Because we go into it kind of more open-minded because it's a different human, it's a different
Yeah.
female. It's
Like,
not
I be
one
chilling.
I feel like the expectations are lower for a man than
Yeah.
they are from when it comes to a woman.
Yeah.
Women always give me a thumb.
I don't know, I just want to find one to do life with. You know, like lifing.
Well,
like
hold on
build.
now. You just came home. Now.
Tell me why when I said that, I was grab that word, like, not life like that. Not cars, but outside.
We got
Let me get them handcuffs off real quick.
And
No.
if y'all out there in the audience, Tony is single as fuck.
Yes.
And he
but,
do
hey,
tattoos.
Yeah.
Give me your email.
It's at. Yeah.
First thing he gonna tattoo is his initials on your ass.
That's a fucking curse.
What?
It's a curse to put in my,
How many girls' initials you got? on
you
your
know
arm?
who I got on my arm.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah.
We tried to play it smart and put the A and the B together, and we started going toe to toe after that. And they say it's a curse to put some of these.
How many you got? For just one?
You
Just
got half
that.
the alphabet.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch. This whole arm.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying to her. How
Yeah,
many?
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah.
I would never thought.
Yeah, thank you. I just put myself on blast.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
That's okay.
It's
Shout out
I don't
to
care.
you know who.
Yeah, I fucked that one clean up.
You won't
That
have
one
this
still
man
bothers
body.
me. Yeah. Boy.
So it is what
Yeah,
it is.
thanks.
You're welcome. I had to put you on blast a little bit. Y'all see
What are fucking friends for, right?
Yeah, I mean, shit. It is what it is.
Damn, you said something and I wanted to get into it. You said it. I'm trying
You
to
need a
remember.
fucking notepad and a pen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's why
I know, but it starts to fire away when
The
someone
train
says
of
something.
thought, and you end up in Bufu before
Yeah,
you know
I
it.
end up.
That's what I'm
10
saying.
years
I have
ago.
a good Father's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, you know it's
Yeah.
Father's Day. It ain't like
Yeah.
it's Mother's Day, but you know what I'm saying.
No, you know, I mean, so actually growing up, never had a father, so it's like I still don't remember
Yeah.
the date, even though I got 3 kids.
Yeah,
But
all
it's
3 boys
like,
too, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoyed it, man. I always like spending time with my family, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly just another day. We really didn't do much different than what we normally do. I actually got gifts.
Yeah.
My daughter actually stayed and waited before she left to go to Virginia for the summer for Father's Day. It was kind of cool.
Oh, that's
cool.
real dope.
You know what's funny? She write me a note every fucking year she leaves. Like,
Yeah.
and says she's leaving for the summer.
You need to save those.
I got them all.
Oh,
You
you know.
say
They're in the
that.
shoebox. Since she was a shorty, she started going.
And once you stop going, you can just make a whole little book
I'm
out
gonna
of
do
it.
that shit. That's actually a good idea to make a book out of it.
Yeah.
So
See, that's the cool shit, man. I missed
Yeah.
all that.
last year she called me a loser. This year she didn't.
Fuck you, Dad.
No, she just said bye in like every language that she know.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool.
That's cool. That is
I
good.
got a smart ass though.
Yeah, she got a good head on her
She
shoulders.
So, but I just wanted to ask y'all about Father's Day. You know, the
Yeah.
holiday that nobody gives a fuck about but us. My brother get the best gifts every year for Father's Day. Like Say be getting the
Say?
Say get the him and his wife.
Yeah.
Man, I want to be like them when I
That's
grow
dope
up.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real awesome.
They make
Yeah.
it work, and I didn't see them motherfuckers go at it, but they make it work.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
anytime
what it's
I've seen
about.
them out in public, I mean, of course you can be cordial and happy in
Yeah.
public, but it's like,
I mean, you know, they got every relationship got their problems, but they make that shit work.
see, and now we can come back around to that communication comment that I was gonna say.
Like my brother got his wife on the front cover of his phone. You know he in love, boy.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's true love right there.
That's some true love shit. That means as soon as he opened that motherfucker, that's who he see.
just to remind him,
Just to remind
you're
him.
not
how we
fucking
know.
going nowhere.
Right. But she hold it down though, so I can't even blame it. Like Steph be holding it down, boy.
That's good.
You find you a good one.
Yeah, I tried to, or not fuck it up. What were you gonna say about the communication?
Yeah, before you rudely interrupted me.
My fault. That's
So a lot
not
of
a regularly
people-
scheduled
A
program.
lot of people say communication is key
Yeah.
in a relationship, but it really isn't. It's not communication, because anybody can communicate anything. That doesn't mean that you don't understand them. Understanding is the key.
Mhm.
Because I can communicate to you in Spanish, and you'd be like, the fuck did you just say? So communication means nothing if the other person doesn't really actually understand. And that's the problem, because men and women think different so much that the understanding is where everybody fucks up.
How do you get them to understand that?
You gotta figure out a way to speak a different language,
Or speak a language they know.
or help them understand your language. So, you know, but that works both ways. That works both ways, because they can tell us something, and let's be honest. I use myself for example. I'm very literal, blunt, straight to the point. Like, you know, it is what it is. I want a turkey sandwich, And if I get a ham sandwich, I'm gonna eat the motherfuckers. I'm grateful. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn.
I want turkey.
I swear to God, I asked for turkey.
Yeah.
You know, but women, they speak a lot in code because they're very
Yeah.
emotional.
They also think you're
and-
fucking mind readers too.
That's that code though.
They think you gotta read. They think that.
So it's hard though, but we both speak different languages, but it's about constantly going through that, and it's not about winning an argument. It's about finding a happy medium and actually trying to understand the other
That's big
person.
facts.
So
I agree with that.
Yeah, and that's where it comes where men hear something out of a female's mouth, they want to fix it. Sometimes a female just wants to express it, have you shut the fuck up and listen.
that's why you ask them, hey, you want me to fix this problem, or you just need to vent?
Mm-hmm.
Or you need to vent? Cool.
Yeah.
I'll sit here and nod my head.
I ain't even lie, though.
Just listen.
I love listening to a female. They be
Yeah.
talking about some good shit. It be funny as fuck too.
But we're not just talking about a regular female. We're talking about a significant other.
I mean,
because
that's
the
still
problem
true.
is you have emotions and feelings. So it's like when they're
Yeah.
venting to you and telling you something,
Yeah.
automatically me, I go to like, okay, how can we fix this problem for you? How can we make this
Oh man,
better
I
for you?
fix this, dude. That's what we want to. We're
But
wired.
that's the
like
problem
that.
is women
Backfire
don't
on you.
want shit always fixed.
Yeah. I
know.
That's why I
That's
said
true.
like I got to the point where I'm like, all right, hey, you want me to fix this or you want me to listen? I said, 'cause I can go take them out real quick and problem solved.
that. Right.
Or you can just complain about them and get it off your chest, and we'll leave them where they be.
Yeah, see, I learned to listen with you know who.
Yeah.
She'd talk, and I would just be quiet and listen. And then at the end of that talk, yeah, it'd be all good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know where I'm going with that? Because I would just let her talk,
Mhm.
talk, and not try to chime in or give her advice or
Mhm.
fix it or whatever. She would just vent it all out. And at the end of listening for like 4 or 5 hours, it'd be all good. She got what she needed out of it without me trying to fix. Because some of the time, like, I just want to talk. I don't want you trying to fix it or give me advice or nothing.
You missed that one, don't you?
Yeah.
And you know what that is? And this is something that I learned recently. That's allowing them to have their experience. Because logic and understanding can tell them, hey, none of that even makes sense. So what you're saying doesn't matter. But the way we can fix it is by doing this. But all you did was took everything away from them, told them that they were lying, and it was all a misunderstanding in their eyes. So by allowing them to be able to speak, and you listen while they're venting, you're allowing them to have that experience. And 5 minutes later, they don't feel that way anymore.
Yeah.
So that shit don't even matter.
Yep.
So, you know, that was something that I've learned lately too, is to allow people to have their experiences.
I
Not
like how you
everything
worded
needs a
that.
rebuttal, not everything needs to be fixed. Hey, it
Right.
can be sometimes.
I can understand.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it definitely can. Like, if I get aggravated and start bitching and moaning about some shit, I just want to vent it out. Just want to complain for a little bit and then let the fuck alone. But not have somebody chime in on it sometimes.
I told my girl, you see me pissed off, angry. You come hug me, hold me, and kiss me. You wanna calm the beast down. That's
Yeah.
You don't have to say a word. Just come and show me love.
Yeah. When
I don't need you to be like, hey,
I
calm
don't really
down,
get
because that's
vulnerable
gonna get me hyped
I
up.
don't get vulnerable in front of females. I can't do it. I can't really talk about my emotions like that.
But that's where you're gonna lack that communication to really be able to
It
build.
is.
That's that
hard.
wall.
It's hard for me to
Yeah.
do that shit.
That's a wall.
And it is hard. It is hard. But you know, you guys, like you said, I get to that point where like I just really don't give a fuck. Then don't give a fuck. Be emotional and vulnerable. Don't give a fuck.
You're right.
Because you're gonna find a real one who's actually gonna be able to support you, understand you, have your back. The other ones you're saying may throw it back in your face, and that's when you give them the
Ooh,
move.
you know I hate that.
Well, which
shit.
is true what he's saying because you're still gonna have those feelings and emotions regardless if you
Yeah,
go and
that's
open
true.
up or not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but like I said, that don't mean that you give them the code to the safe. There's
Mhm.
levels to it. You open up about certain things here and there, and you know, if it gets thrown back in your face, okay, cool. I'm
I'ma
gonna
try.
lock this away and find me someone else.
That's all you can do. It's your choice,
that
but
shit
at the end of the day,
just-
it's your choice.
That
That's the
shit's
best
so
part.
damn hard for me, man. That shit.
It was hard for me too when I went and came home and was married. Yeah, definitely threw up a wall for years for that shit
Yeah, that's
because
like-
I got vulnerable,
Yeah.
real vulnerable, and I don't do that. I understand what you're saying, and when that happened, even though I fucked it up,
Yeah.
but I was on some. Now I'm gonna come home and fix this shit. Like I'll be clean, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then came home and moved on and actually got married. That fucked me clean up for a while. A couple of my exes got the brunt of that
Yeah.
shit. And I told them, like, I ain't gonna get close to you because of, I let them know.
Yeah.
And it did. And now it's just now where, like, why did I do that? Because I could have possibly,
Mhm.
well, I was in full-fledged addiction, so there's no possible future with this person, but still, like, what if I wasn't? Like, why would I let that emotion from that time, even though I fucked it up, fuck up the next thing? I just wasn't ready. Yeah, I had to literally go through and think about it and let the feelings do their thing.
Well, we gotta wrap this one up with you, James. So.
Man.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I was having fun.
It's all good. You know you're gonna come back.
Sit down.
I feel like I did 75% of the talking.
You killed it. No, you did good.
You definitely gonna wanna come back.
No, not if I'm only gonna have 30 minutes.
It's just this time.
My drive was longer than that.
Shit, you tell we waited outside for an hour. I'm waiting on Josh.
Oh man.
Welcome back.
Not in this moment. Not in this
Welcome
moment.
back,
Not in
welcome
this
back.
moment.
Another one of my longtime friends though, my boy Daryl. Welcome to the show, Daryl.
Thank you for having me.
James is still here.
What up, Joe?
And Tony,
Holding
you
it
know.
down.
Don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
We don't
What up, though?
What up?
Fellas,
So,
Sir?
you got a great mind with these ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope you take your time and keep doing what you're doing.
It came from a lot of experience. I've had a whole lot of fucked up ways that I've had to straighten out, and a lot of things that I had to face.
Real talk.
Everybody's got demons, but not everybody's ready and willing to face them.
you definitely gotta be willing to face them.
I got a question. Does everybody got kids here?
Yes.
Okay. So do I. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm here for. I'm looking to launch this non-for-profit for kids. It's an idea that I've been sitting on for quite some time. Actually 5 years, Father's Day to be exact. This past Father's Day was like the 5-year reunion type of thing.
Right.
So it came a long way. Originally I was just hanging out with some kids during COVID, you know what I'm saying? And
Daryl love the kids.
yeah, man. I said some kids, they were actually mine, unfortunately. They were mine. And yeah, I was over there. Mom was still, you know, she still had to work. I was in the event business at the time, so that was like one of the first things to go down. So I'm over there, we locked in on the computers. But best believe we had recess. So every day we would go to the backyard, we would throw that football.
Nice.
We would have some fun. And like before the end of the school year, I had like a small sandlot crew of football players, you know, throwing the ball, running plays, you know what I'm saying, and drills, you know, just linked in. And before I knew it, school was over, so they were back to their regular program, you know, recess no longer existed. Mom, they didn't need me there all the time, you know, it was back to coming to dance on the weekend, blah, blah, blah. And I just had a real resonated moment with that, that I didn't let go.
Right.
So that Father's Day, I threw like a baby launch. It was like a barbecue, bottles, you know, typical hood stuff here in the Chicagoland area. You know what I'm saying? I brought all the guys out, like say, hey, I want to do something for the kids.
Right.
And I named it TRONI. It stands for Teaching Relationships on Neighborhood Involvement.
That's what I'm talking about. Let me clap for that one.
Thank you, for real. The name came about during that time when I was raising my kids during the COVID thing. And I'm at the house with these dudes full time now. You know, I'm a teacher and everything, so I'm fucking screaming at them and yelling, you know, Tony, Troy, Tony, Troy, you know, and eventually, like, I was screaming at them so much at the same time it came out TRONI. So it was like a thing, you know what I'm saying? I turned it into an acronym under a heartfelt passion through the experience I just told you guys about.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, it's been here ever since.
Yeah.
As of Friday, the weekend of Father's Day, I brought it to life. I went and got it, you know, EIN certified and everything. So, yeah, it's official now. It's no longer a thought. It's in the process. As of July 1st, I will be knocking on high school doors, letting them know that what I have to offer is teaching relationships on neighborhood involvement. And it dumbs us all the way down. We don't need these, you know, fancy gadgets for what I'm trying to teach these kids. We don't need lights and cameras or action. I need their undivided attention to understand that things like yes ma'am, yes sir, are placed in our vocabulary for a reason. It's called respect. You know what I'm saying? Seeing an elderly woman crossing the street, how about you just like take your time or maybe assist her? You know what I'm saying? try to blow the smoke not in the babies' faces. Everybody on the CTA, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, you know, let's just step it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And and it's like the program is that simple. It's what I'm looking to offer. It's something that's needed in our culture. It's something that's needed in society. I'm very passionate about it, and it took for me to throw a football with some kids that understood the assignment of respect through just a little bit of, you know, time and stuff like that.
And that's a positive effect of ADHD. You're throwing a football, and all of a sudden now you got a non-for-profit.
It's that easy, bro. It's that easy. You let that brain do that thing, you know what I'm saying? And you listen to that that little voice that guides you in the right direction, and he will show up and show out for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for the first time in my life, I've got baptized the 1st of April this year, bro.
Okay.
I was like, you know, never like at church or nothing. Anybody who knows me knows that I lived a fast life. Carried it well, you know.
Not you.
Not you. Fast life.
I lived a fast life.
Never you,
You know what I'm saying? And it caught up to me.
Fast life?
Yeah, I've been slowed down though. I've been slowed down. I changed my life like as of like the age of 30. I'm approaching 40 this 1st of July. And so yeah, man. Yeah. So I stopped the fast life at the age of 30.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been, you know, riding that straight and narrow, climbing up those hills, trying not to go around the same mountains too many times.
Fuck out of you,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
For real.
fucking super proud of you,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I'm
real
proud.
talk, man. Real talk, man. Real talk. Especially to do this with y'all and like bring it to the table, it means a lot. You know, I've been sitting on this. This isn't something I've been announcing. You know, I work with music. I got He Rich booming on the music. That's definitely one of the hottest songs. Check him out on all platforms. He Rich, Lessons in the Rearview Mirror. He's going crazy. My first hands-on project with a great guy. We dropped it on Father's Day. Very respectful music. We're not like drilling anybody or anything. You know, and you know, we passionate about what we're doing. It represents what I'm doing well. You know, I couldn't stand with it. You know what I'm saying? The way that I am. You know what I'm saying? It's something I really am behind.
That make me feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, so you know the music is good. Yeah, I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying everything is good. Best believe, you know, there's a hurdle every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not fumbling over them. I might like nick my knee a little bit. You know, I might go around it and then they're like, no, you gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm not intimidated by them. I'm stretched. I'm ready. I'm mindful. I'm aware. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And I can tell because I'm around those like minds. You know, God is putting me in the position to be with good people that carry value about themselves.
And what's crazy,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
And what's crazy is everybody that we grew up with is kind of involved in the same type of shit. Like that's wild. How
Okay, I made this podcast with my homies, so we can come here,
creators
talk,
do things,
chill, get our minds out stuff.
Real talk.
So it's a safe space
It is.
to say what you want.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Until the wrong person sees it and turns it against you. Definitely I normally get heat from my conversation.
That's the best part.
If there's any comments, leave the comments. Leave the comments.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
We'll do a whole nother episode answering the comments.
Yes, absolutely. You want to comment on something? You put on the screen.
You know,
You
you got
can comment.
Yeah, we could run this back all day. This was fun.
Yeah,
Hey, that's what we did, Daddy. You trying to jump out the seat already?
And what makes
no.
it's because we all like grew up together, so it's not like you're around somebody that you don't really know. You fucking flow like it
I
ain't
ain't
nothing.
like y'all motherfuckers. I was just using y'all.
Bro, I remember when you had that.
Shit, nigga, you didn't even smoke weed back then.
I didn't have shit but attention back then.
Courtney would just get drunk and sit. That's
Y'all know when I got
it.
drunk, I can sleep anywhere. I can sleep standing up.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. We got pictures of it.
Oh, you don't.
Is it fucking
You probably do.
Good old days.
You still got them old VHS videos of us
Nikki's got
partying?
them. Nikki's got them.
I gotta see
From the
them.
apartment? Yep. Nikki still got those.
Man,
We was young.
Yeah, she was supposed to show up.
Oh my god. We know that didn't happen.
I know.
Nah.
Pain in the ass sister.
Nah. It's
Still love you, Nikki.
Yeah, we love all of our pain in the ass sisters. Shout out to y'all.
Shout
If
out
you a
to
little
you,
sister or
Marsha.
a big sister, you a pain in the ass. That one's for you.
Hey, my big sister cool as hell. Yeah. I fucks with her.
She's alright. She be cussing me out every time I come around.
That sound like Marsha.
Man, when I seen Marsha Joe at Josh's last event, bro, You know what she said? She said, I thought you was taller. I just turned around and walked away. I was appalled.
That's crazy. That shit too.
That's crazy.
That's great.
Hell yeah, man. That's it though.
Y'all, every motherfucker here know my family a lot.
Huh?
Like y'all just know my family, not
Yeah,
not just me.
Yeah.
It's kind of good. Yeah, my family's pretty cool. I
Yeah, man.
My mom's is the
She cracks me up. I remember she hit you with a broom and shit.
She used to do.
I'd
so
have to
much
take off
shit.
running.
But she getting old though. I like spending as much time with her as I can.
Yeah.
She getting old. She can't move like she used to.
Man, one time I was running from the police.
Yeah, she just with the crib, G.
No, she said, Daryl, I'm tired of letting you. It was that one time she didn't. I was bringing that one up.
Go see if they'll let you in.
You were at your house in Bolingbrook? Man. And what was that? Minnie went running and got
careful,
clotheslined
son.
by a tree line?
Be careful, some of the
Yeah,
stuff is
close
still
on by
brought
tree
back
line.
up.
Right, chill, right, yeah. Tony, you just what you would call. You don't even say shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What the
Man, we all know what happened.
the good old days.
That's what I'm reminiscing.
Tune in for another episode.
Anyway.
For real though.
Oh, that's what I want to ask you, Jay. Any other stuff we were talking about earlier you want to chime in on?
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pour out.
Goddamn it, she.
So
Be
first,
vulnerable. Let us hear your feelings. We here for you.
Wait, where's the Kleenex?
I just want you to know I'm still making payments on my feelings. Trying to get them off a layaway. I ain't got nothing
But the
yet.
way my bank account is set up.
For real. My love life is very dear to me, you know what I'm saying, because it consists of my kids. And I just got nothing but love and respect for my kids' mothers, you know what I'm saying? And it took a lot of growing up to get to that point, you feel me? Best believe, you know, I was a young and dumb individual fighting for love, thinking that was the right thing to do, or either not caring, thinking that, fight or flight technique. But it's like a lot in between fight or flight. That big or is a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That or in between fight or flight when it comes to like dealing with these irrational, toxic situations, you know what I'm saying?
Feeling
that or is where it's at. Yeah, that or is where it's at, bro. I found peace in the or because you can't just pick one or the other. You gotta really treat every situation delicately. You know what I'm saying? You have to put yourself in other people's shoes. You know what I'm saying? You have to it's so much that goes into it, and it's like I suck at it as much as I know about it. I suck at applying it. I'm like lost for words when it comes to the love department, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really focused on the things that I am good at, which is my kids, and you know what I'm saying, they're not for profit. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But best believe, I got nothing but mad love for all the ladies that are like holding it down, dealing with us men. Shit, cause we ain't easy either. Yeah, I'm a handful, you know what I'm saying? Proud of it. Cause I ain't for everybody, I'm an acquired taste, you know what I'm saying? I'm an acquired taste. I ain't for every fucking body, man. Not at all.
Emphasize on this acquired taste.
Well, I prioritize things a certain way, and I use that method through God. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's nothing that's gonna really change my choices on a lot of things. I'm firm in what I believe in for a reason. It's like I don't want to make you upset, but this is what my assignment is. You know what I'm saying? I have purpose in this right now. You know. And before I was like into the church, I felt the same way. When I was hustling, I prayed to God way more than I ever did, because I was risking it all. You know what I'm saying? So before I would move fast, I would be just chopping it up, figuring it out and listening to what He's gonna have me to do. And that's really how I've been riding the wave. I just realized that you can go to church for it. You know what I'm saying? And like dedicate yourself, blah. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real, everybody. Church is real. I ain't scared to say it. It's real. Lecrae is around for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Were you married or you just with your
I proposed. So
you was finna get married?
Yeah, I was a fiance for a year and some change. Yeah, it was. It is. Yeah, So, you know the rest of the story. I'm here now. Yeah.
Is anybody in here married? Damn, that's fucked up.
Harry's like, no.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, studies say 80% of men aren't really even looking for a relationship right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's hard because a lot of what we were just speaking about
Yeah.
prior, because fuck, I'm gonna catch heat on this one. All right,
Catch
listen.
it.
So the way, so right
He's
now, the way I'm
on
looking at it,
fire.
like I don't see nothing wrong with anybody who got married, but the way I'm looking at it is, unless you get a prenup, then it's a contract that does not benefit you whatsoever. You're signing away so many different rights.
I couldn't agree
So
with
it's
that.
like, make sure that both people are on the same page. Like, you know, this really is death to us.
Because if y'all do separate,
we're really going to try to make this work. We really, you know,
yeah.
loyalty doesn't lie with just leaving as soon as it gets hard. Loyalty lies when it gets hard,
Right.
showing that you're not going to leave,
Yeah.
and giving that reassurance. And
Insurance
like,
is
you know,
definitely there.
there's a everywhere. There's some type of lack everywhere, but you have to be able to find that voice, that confidence. And I mean, I personally feel like there should be a prenup. But prenups can be, you know, they can be manipulated in many ways. It could be if I can prove that you're cheating, I get everything. And that can be for both parties. Like, you can put anything in a prenup. Anything. So it's like, I feel like if you're gonna get married, like, make sure that you guys are both on the same page and everybody leaves with what the fuck they came in with.
That's right.
So know what you want. Just don't just jump into it just to get fucking married.
Well, yeah, because if you get married and you don't feel like that, like, y'all both want to be able to take care of yourselves once the marriage ended. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're ending the marriage, you don't want to be like somebody's got more than the other. And then they struggle with their life. You know, also they got to struggle with not being with their wife or their husband anymore. So now you got financial struggle on top of emotional struggle. So, I mean, you just got to be careful with that. I think a prenup is good too. At the same time, like he said, it could be manipulated.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
understood
saying?
by both. Yeah,
But I always
they go
feel
a little
like,
that.
if you don't know, just don't think marriage is going to be always that honeymoon stage, because it's not.
It can't be.
And
That's
when
how
it
you
do
grow.
get hard, you should stay, because the moments get better once you get through the hard moments.
Yeah, gotta
The
go
make it
through
or
hell.
break it time's gonna always come. They usually says like a good 3 years in, though. You get to that
Yeah.
make it or break it.
I mean,
point.
the whole thing is no matter what relationship you're in, hard times are gonna come.
Of course.
So you want to go through 15 hard situations with one person, you want to go through 15 hard situations with 15 other people.
No, one person.
Right.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
what I'm saying. And you know that person more, they know you more.
Right, so you don't have to go through the whole beginning stage. Hey, look, all right, fuck, let me catch some heat.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, I'm be honest.
I'm happy he taking the heat.
If I ever end up dating, and look, dating is
no
like
smoke.
at this age, at this, you know, where
turn out to
where
watch
I'm
the
at,
show.
where I'm at in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever had to date again, like, man, look, we starting off at coffee shops and walks in the park. I'm not even playing, because dating is expensive, and I'll be honest with you, I don't flex financially for nobody.
Well, you
Not
shouldn't.
for myself, not for
You
man.
shouldn't, though.
Right, but see, expectations with a lot of the dating game is that's what a lot of guys do. And they do
They
it
do
just to
that.
get their foot in the door.
They do that.
But that's what happens, is they break a lot of women for the good people.
That's true too.
Yes.
So like I said, I'm not financially flexing for nobody. We ain't going on no expensive ass date until we ready both to commit to the same thing.
I cook better
I
than
can
most
agree
of the
with
chefs in them restaurants anyway.
You got that right.
You
Don't
feel me?
good to the
Stop
motherfucker,
playing
boy.
with me.
Oh, so we're talking
In the
financial.
kitchen.
Now,
Whipping.
I got a question. So, what does it look like to date a female that makes a lot more than you? That's kind of like an alpha
I
type
make
female
sure-
that built herself.
I don't know. I've
stands
never
on
had that
business.
situation.
Me neither. I ain't never had that. Oh wait.
Okay, so there, I mean, you gave me the
Nah.
question. You've had to
Yeah,
have
yeah, I
something.
had-
Okay,
yeah,
here,
yeah.
take the floor.
Yeah, my
Oh,
ex,
shit, he
she
finna catch
built
some
her own
heat.
business. No, it was everything.
Oh wait, I did have when I was there. She was making a little bit more than me
Yeah,
for a little
okay.
bit. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, and for me, I was
You
cool with it
think
because
you're
I helped with the business, right? But then it'd be a point where I'm helping with the business, I'm not working. So it felt weird to be like, hey, babe. Because I don't like asking women for money. I just don't.
Hell
I just don't.
no.
I feel like it's either mutual or I don't mind doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though.
Yeah.
So we had to come to an agreement like, look, I'm literally helping you with this business. We're growing with this business. I need my own kind of income coming and not to be like my hands out, because it just felt weird as a man from my point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But strong, somebody that built themselves, they definitely have strong personalities to them.
Yeah.
You know,
So
To
did
say the
she
least,
put you
bro.
on
They
the
say
taste?
the least.
kind of like
payroll?
kind of like that. Yeah,
Good, yeah,
in so
I mean,
many words. I had to bring it to her too, which I just sit
But
there
could you
and
date
like,
a girl
Yeah.
that make more money than
Yeah,
you?
absolutely,
I could.
I could.
absolutely.
I mean, like he said, my hand's not gonna be out. I'm still going to take care of what I would normally take care of.
Right.
But I'm also a person who does my best not to live above my means of finances either.
That's smart.
My grandmother told me never to let nobody know how much money you got. So I'm not really
That's
into
true.
worrying about what type of financial situation it is. As long as you ain't in my pockets, we all good. You
Well,
know, as
yeah,
long as you
but yeah.
are appreciating what I'm bringing to the table, that's it. You don't gotta show me. You don't gotta flex. You don't gotta gourmet me or wine and dine me. I'm so simple. I know a lot of people that find value in, you know,
Materialistic things.
just the experience. You know, a lot of people are unexperienced. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm at a point in life where, like, man, bro, it's whatever. We can walk around. We could jump on scooters. We could go mountain climb. We could go out and have a picnic. Movie in a park. That's cool. I don't even got time barely anyway to be doing anything unless we're making like a serious planned vacation. But as far as like day-to-day dating and stuff like that, bro, keep it simple. I don't date like that. The same way you were saying. Like, I'm not big on like, let's go out. If, for one, I'm dating something beautiful. I'm going to take pictures of you. I want to look for art in our environment. You know what I'm saying? I find the most in all of this shit, bro. That
I
shit-
mean,
Boy,
cut you
I ain't know
off,
you
but
was that lovey-dovey.
we gotta wrap it up, right?
So we got a wrap.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this again. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Yeah, and if there's any comments that need to be made,
Yeah.
leave the comments.
For sure, y'all leave all the comments.
Interact with those.
Please
We
do.
want to hear from a female's point of view. Also, from what we were just saying,
Yeah.
bring the heat. No, for real.
Yeah.
We'll be back on the 19th, y'all.
Yep.
Okay.
So, y'all want to come back around, do it again, you let me know.
You gonna be late?
Yeah, of
Always.
course he is. Fashion
Black.
fucking late.
CP time,
Fucking
nigga.
Courtney.
Hell yeah.
So, it is what it is, but I just want to know, thank y'all for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Much appreciated. We're going to always do this. This ain't going to be the last one. This ain't going to be the first one again.
All right, thanks.
Oh, yeah.